1 million COVID-19 cases recorded in one day in the United States, thanks to the very contagious Omicron variant. That number from yesterday is significant for two reasons. One, it smashed the single-day global record for any country during the pandemic. And two, it means more people are having to take time off of work to quarantine, putting yet another stress on top of employees who are already facing a burden from already deep staffing shortages. Tristan Lewis reached out to healthcare providers, clinics, and pharmacies to see how that is translating for the medical workforce here in the Treasure Valley. And Tristan, what did you find out?
Well, Brian, I spoke with two locally owned pharmacies today who say they aren't seeing a lot of people calling out sick from COVID. But as cases do increase, it's situations like big numbers of employees calling out that they still have to consider. At Custom Medica in North End, things have gotten a lot busier in the last 2 years.
The pandemic, also coupled with the population increase we've had in the valley, has definitely, it's palpable, the amount of business that's increasing.
For the Director of Operations, Matthew Murray, keeping his employees happy is still at the forefront.
We try to provide an environment that's not overly stressful to the employees, and then that translates into a better customer service experience, we believe, for our patients and customers as well.
On a daily basis, staff at the Boise Pharmacy are hard at work filling orders, working with customers, and keeping up with safety measures.
We have policies company-wide about feeling sick and taking time off, different testing procedures.
While Murray says stress from shortages isn't something his small staff has, it's something he has to consider.
But yeah, if something tragic happened, it'd be a lot of extra hours for the people that are feeling well or that are still here.
MedSync, another Idaho-owned pharmacy, is also striving to keep their staff safe and stress-free throughout the pandemic.
Definitely have sick calls. We have our employees that have kids that can't go to school or daycare shuts down. I mean, you name it.
Ryan Fuchs, the pharmacy manager for the Boise location, says usually they'll have 10 to 15 technicians and at least 3 pharmacists working at a time.
I would say we are, as far as a pharmacy goes, probably staffed better than 99% of other pharmacies.
Keeping a well-stacked team is something that's been important to the owners, Fuchs says.
I honestly don't know the last time we've had, our full crew there. But we're staffed and we have a lot of people that, students in particularly, that can come and help us out when we need it. If we do have someone go down, it's not the end of the world. We're staffed well enough to where, we can make it through those days.
And I also reached out to Central District Health, who runs a number of clinics in the area, and they tell me their staffing also hasn't felt any negative impacts to the surge in COVID-19 cases. But Brian, they aren't able to tell if a staffing shortage would have any effect on their clinic's hours.
Well, we know this staffing thing is an issue because we found out yesterday from Primary Health. I mean, they had like 36 people out just yesterday. So we'll keep an eye on that as it goes around the Treasure Valley. Thanks, Tristan.